And we went into it and they said, well, we're not sure whether you guys can do it, but we will give you one test run just to see how you cope and see if you think it's actually workable.
Hollywood is often sold as a world of red carpets, flashbulbs, and smiling legends, but behind that polished image, darker truths have always existed. Some of the stars audiences adored on screen carried secrets that would shock even their closest circles. Decades later, one of Hollywood's most trusted insiders has quietly pulled back the curtain. Ron Howard, a man known for his calm demeanor and long-lasting career, has revealed stories that challenge the myths of Hollywood's so-called golden age and force us to rethink the people we thought we knew. Ron Howard's journey began far from glamour. Born on March 1, 1954 in Duncan, Oklahoma, he was raised in a family deeply rooted in entertainment. His father Rance Howard and mother Jan Spiegel were both actors, and from a young age, Ron was immersed in studio life. He balanced school with work, often being tutored on set, learning early that Hollywood demanded discipline as much as talent. Those early years shaped his understanding of fame, pressure, and the hidden cost of success. As a child actor, Howard appeared in several television series, but everything changed when he became Opie Taylor on The Andy Griffith Show. The series projected warmth and simplicity, yet behind the scenes, Howard learned that even wholesome shows could carry complicated dynamics. He carried those lessons into adulthood, continuing his acting career through films like American Graffiti before stepping into his true calling, directing. By the late 1970s and 1980s, Howard transitioned behind the camera, building a reputation as a reliable storyteller with emotional depth. Over the decades, Howard directed films that defined generations, including Apollo 13, A Beautiful Mind, Cocoon, and Frost Nixon. He worked with some of the biggest names in Hollywood, and it was through these collaborations that he witnessed the industry's harsher side. Howard has spoken about tension on sets, clashing egos, and moments that tested his patience and resolve. These were not tabloid scandals but quiet conflicts rooted in ambition, pressure, and creative differences. Despite his success, Howard has often been labeled as safe by critics. Some argue his films are polished but predictable, crafted to please audiences rather than push boundaries. Yet Howard's consistency is also his strength. In an industry fueled by chaos, he became known as a steady presence, someone studios trusted and actors relied on, even when the work became physically and emotionally exhausting. Beyond his career, Howard's personal life stands in sharp contrast to Hollywood stereotypes. Married to Cheryl Alley since 1975, he built a stable family life while navigating fame. Their relationship endured pressures that break many Hollywood marriages, serving as an anchor through decades of change. Howard has often said family keeps him grounded, reminding him who he is beyond the cameras. What makes Howard's story compelling is not the absence of conflict, but how he handled it. He faced intense personalities, demanding shoots, and moments of deep discomfort, yet he rarely let bitterness define the outcome. Instead, he turned friction into collaboration, learning when to push, when to listen, and when to absorb the stress himself. His experiences reveal a side of filmmaking fans rarely see, where leadership matters as much as talent. In the end, Ron Howard's career is a reminder that Hollywood is not built on perfection, but perseverance. Behind every iconic film lies human drama, emotional strain, and difficult choices. Howard's ability to navigate that reality is why he remains respected decades later. If you want more untold stories, hidden tensions, and real truths from behind the scenes of Hollywood, make sure to like this video, subscribe, and press the bell icon for Hollywood Bulletin, because there are many more stories waiting to be told.